Hello everyone, I am at Pastures in Leeds today. More information about this sanctuary is listed in the details. For the initial practice drawings of horses for the Pegasus, I headed towards this sanctuary. Prior to this, drawing the anatomy of horses from the computer was helpful to get the shape and the muscles of the horse in proportion. Pastures rehome and care for abandoned and beaten horses and nurse them back to health. And rely entirely on public donations. Drawing and capturing the outline of a moving animal is always a challenge, especially if they are distant. I knew I couldn't draw a detailed horse, so I spent several hours observing, recording and sketching. I don't know about artists out there, but I prefer to pre-plan my palette, shadows, composition and especially the painting style I want to achieve. I had a fair idea of what style of painting I wanted and was ready for any changes taking shape. The background of the fields and trees were taken from pictures of the countryside. The horse was of course from Pastures, and I think she was called Lady, and the wings I took from Pinterest. To begin with, the £300 watercolour paper was sprayed with water before brushing over with washes of colour. The limited palette included mainly shades of green, undersea green, olive green, yellow, ochre and Ziosite genuine for the trees, Moonglow with little turquoise for the hills in the background, cobalt turquoise light for the sky, and Payne's grey with Moonglow over the fields mixed with Ziosite genuine for the foreground. The colours have been listed below. The background wasn't meant to be detailed as this would distract from the main subject. From my previous experience of negative painting, I applied this method to create shadows in the trees to make them stand out and the horse itself. It was tricky as the first wash of colour covered the pencil drawing. I was losing the main subject, so I decided to paint the shadows from what was visible, and if memory served me correctly, the rest of the marks would follow through. When the final piece was completed, I also used a damp flat brush in linear vertical strokes to lift the dark pigment of the paper where the light would have hit the animal. In doing so, this separates the figure of the horse from the background.